I stumbled through the door after a grueling 14-hour flight, only to find 103 unfamiliar faces crammed into my home, a surprise engagement bash for my brother. My mother gasped, "Oh, you weren't supposed to be here until tomorrow." Then my father, stirring punch at the bowl, said matter-of-factly, "We all decided your car is his wedding present." I didn't protest. I didn't raise my voice. Instead, I shifted gears. 2 weeks later, they vanished 2 states away without a farewell. After 14 hours airborne, 3 layovers, and a seat that wouldn't budge, all I craved was a hot shower, quiet, and maybe the lasagna I'd stashed in the freezer before my trip. Instead, I pushed open my front door to find balloons, confetti, and 103 strangers in my living room, clinking champagne glasses mid-cheer, a speaker blaring pop music, my brother in a suit, and a banner above the mantel screaming, "He said yes!" The crowd barely registered my arrival. A few heads turned, puzzled. One woman muttered, "Is that the guy from the photos?" My mom reacted first, her gasp cutting through the noise, followed by a nervous chuckle. "Oh, you weren't supposed to be here until tomorrow." Then my dad, turning from the punch bowl, said casually, "We all decided your car is his wedding present." No one applauded. No one asked about my flight. No one even offered me a glass. I didn't argue. I didn't cause a scene. I didn't even ask what they meant by, "we all decided." I just dropped my suitcase by the door and nodded. Inside, something locked tight. I gave a tight smile, nodded again, and climbed the stairs. No unpacking, no shower. I sat on my bed, still in my travel-worn shoes, and opened my banking app. First move. I removed my brother from our joint insurance policy. Then I checked the car title, still in my name. I saved the form to transfer ownership, but left it blank. Downstairs, they toasted him again. I heard my mom say, "This is everything I ever wanted." The hallway mirror caught the glow of their celebration, reflecting a family reveling as if nothing had fractured. But something had, and I wasn't going to patch it up this time. Sleep didn't come that night. I lay in my own bed, in my own house, while strangers partied below. But my thoughts weren't on them. They were elsewhere, digging up moments I'd ignored for years. This wasn't the first betrayal. It was just the first they didn't bother to disguise. I recalled last Thanksgiving, when my seat was accidentally given to a neighbor they needed a favor from. "We knew you'd be fine with it," my mom had said. I remembered the time they used my account to book my sister's vacation without asking, then sent a card signed, "From the family." And most vividly, I remembered the 2 a.m. call from my dad when my brother wrecked my car, and they needed a story for the insurance. I agreed. No one ever said thank you. That was the cycle. I gave. They took. I showed up. They overlooked me. I provided. They claimed. And every time I stayed silent, they took it as proof I was okay with it, that I was sturdy, expendable, unbreakable. But sitting there, with the clink of glasses below and the echo of, "Your car is his wedding present" in my head, I saw it clearly, the whole framework of their deception. I wasn't a son. I was a resource. They didn't see me, just what I could give. A bank account with a signature, a car with a title, a house big enough for their gatherings. I started documenting it, not for vengeance, for truth. A digital record of every time I'd been erased, every time they'd taken without asking, every time family meant use. Want to hear the full story? Just tap the link below and enjoy the rest.